Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to today's Whips, Bits and Chat. Come on, let's go and see what I've got for you today. First up today, I'll do me normal, I'll do the video roundup. Okay, so the first video that went out this week was finally the Jackie Jumps jumper. This one here hiding in the background. That is part one that's gone up. Part two will be going up in a fortnight's time. Well, just under a fortnight's time now. I've done it like that so that you have ample opportunity to grab the yarn and play catch up before part two comes out, because I know I didn't give you guys a lot, if any, a warning that that pattern was going to be released here on the channel. There is a written pattern available for it over on Ravelry that does give you a bit more information on sizing and how to do it than what I may have done in that video. I made it about a year ago, gang, so trying to get my brain into gear to sit there and listen to it again and all that jazz. I just haven't had the opportunity because I've been a bit busy with two new patterns. I'll tell you about them in a minute. The next video up was the Yarnsprations Granny Square yarn, not just for basic granny squares. Okay, now when I found out this information, I was a little bit tipsy last Friday. I'd gone out and with my husband, as I told you last weekend, I went out and had half a bottle of wine, come home and made the hexagon. And at that point, it's like, whoa, this works for other stuff. So yes, I've now done 5 different items. How do I put it? 3 squares and 2 hexagons. There we go. Are using the Yarnsprations Granny Square yarn. So if you want to have a look at the styles of squares and hexagons that have been made so far, check that I button up there if you haven't had a chance to look at that video. And the same, of course, with the pattern here. The video link will be in the I button and in the description box down below, depending on which one you've clicked on first. Right, so next up, what have I been up to this week? Okay, this week I've been bouncing between two things. One's the elephant and one is the monkey. Really, I should know by now, and I should know what my brain is like. I need to stick to one project at a time and not bounce between them, otherwise they just don't get done properly. They'll get done, but it takes me a lot longer. So what I needed to do was actually sit here and just work on one project at a time. But my monkey is with the testers. So of course I needed to make the monkey up to and past the section that my beautiful tester was working on, so that if I spotted any mistakes first, I could change the pattern before I sent it over to her. And then, of course, troubleshoot any areas that she found wrong with the pattern. But I'm beating her. I'm definitely beating her now. As of this morning, I've finished up the main section of the bag. Sorry, I'm just sorting it out, because I shoved everything else in there as well. So at the moment, this is the top end of the bag. arms are attached, legs are attached, tails attached, and so is the strapping. But of course I need to take photographs of those items so that I can add those bits, I should say, so that I can add them to the written pattern. I was going to do a tutorial for both of the patterns from start to finish so that I could bring them both here over to YouTube at a later point, but there is so much work involved within doing the tutorials that each of them will take me over 50 hours to do. And my brain is just not working on multiple patterns, and I don't think this computer could cope with me running two at the same time. So I'm doing a main tutorial for Elle, which I'll show you again in a moment. I've got a grabbish over there. I might as well do that now. Okay, so Elle here, she is. I'm still really in love with Elle. Elle is going to be a tutorial here at some point, and that is going to be for just the smaller version, the smallest version of Elle. So your Elle won't be this big. Your Ellie's head will be quite a bit smaller, but the pattern is still the same. And then of course she'll be a soft body so that little one can squish it, squash it, and all the rest of it. At the moment my Ellie is turning into another rucksack. Oh, I've got to use up that strapping and stuff that I bought. I've got enough left over for one more bag with it, and then I'd have to go and buy some more buckles. But we'll have to wait and see what else comes out of thy brain cell. Okay, so we've got Ellie, we've got Monkey, and that is pretty much all I've been up to this week. It's just getting those done, making sure that the patterns are eligible for you guys. It all runs the way it needs to in a pattern. Talking of patterns, I'm going to be a pattern tester for one of my gorgeous crazies here, who's hopefully going to bring a pattern out soon. Hopefully I'm not doing her head in too much. Shh, don't tell him yet, because I'm not. I'm going to wait. Basically, there is a shawl pattern coming up. I'm going to tease everybody. There is hopefully a shawl pattern that will be released at some point. I've only just started looking over the pattern and sort of just saying, oh, is this bit meant to be here? Is this round the right way? Am I reading it wrong? Because my brain is so frazzled with my own patterns, it means that when I look at this pattern, I'm looking at it with a broken brain cell. Okay, it's as simple as that. My brain cell is broken, meaning that I'm not doing any fixing. I'm not doing any of the math on it. I am literally just sitting there and crocheting it as the pattern states. Okay, so it's one section at a time on the same row, taking it one step at a time. That way it means then, because I'm not doing any of the math, I'm not doing any of the working outs, it means if there is an issue, I can then go back to the gorgeous girl that's writing up the pattern and go, what am I meant to do here? There's not enough stitches, or it's very wonky, ain't it? I haven't quite added those comments in to my conversation with her yet, but now I have said them out aloud. If she catches the video, she'll actually hear my voice say them, and she'll understand where I'm coming from, hopefully, and she won't find it too obnoxious. Because because sometimes with pattern testers, you do start to feel like you're being a bit overcritical or just obnoxious. You know what that person wants you to do, but it's not how the pattern's exactly written, so you've got to be very, very careful. It's like I've got the first, I think it's 3 rows made sitting here, but I noticed an issue when I was working on row 3, so I'm waiting for her to get back to me and go, oopsie daisy, there should be a comma there, Ange. It's going to be something as simple as that. There's a comma or something slightly missed. And then once I get Ellie and monkey made. And the patterns are up, so fingers crossed for later on this week. I can't guarantee it, I just need to get through through the last section with my tester for for monkey, and then work on to the tester section with elle. But as Ellie's doing my heading, because I'm having to work on 3 different sizes, it's going to take me a little bit longer with elle. I'm just trying to think what else. Now, Saturday morning, which is today, I'm recording this very late yet again. Saturday morning, I got a photograph come through from our cheeky, crafty moo, Sarah. So thank you ever so much, Sarah. It brightened up my day astronomically. Oh, that's a long word for me, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to show everybody the photo now. I'm an evil person. No, she did say that I could show you. And it's a reminder of a very an older tutorial that's here on the channel, I believe, and also available in written form over on Ravelry. I think it's only like £1. But it is for a red nose. Now, I made this mainly for Christmas ideas, but over here in the UK, every year we have a massive charity event on BBC One. I won't be able to watch it. I'll catch the highlights on YouTube. But we have the Red Nose Day Appeal, and this is normally hosted by, or it used to be hosted, I should say, by Lenny Henry, who is an absolutely amazing comedian. I don't know if he still does it though. But yeah, it's normally hosted by a comedian of some sort. It's a TV marathon type scenario where you used to be able to phone in and they would take your donations over the phone or your information. Nowadays you can purchase these plastic red noses that clip onto your nose and stop your breathing, makes you feel like you're cold and makes you sound really daft. And they come in lots and lots of different styles. And there's also other bits and red nose paraphernalia. So you can get t-shirts, bags, you name it, you can get it. I'm trying to think. The main stockist of the crazy clothing side of it used to be... oh, what are they called? I'm going to go away and research this. Right, so I've now jumped up onto the Comic Relief website, okay? A link for this, if I can do it, will be in the I button, but if not, it will be in the description box down below. So they're saying on their main page, I'm going to cheat and read, Red Nose Day is back on Friday the 15th of March 2024. It's that time of year when the incredible cake bakers, joke makers, telly-watchers, t-shirt wearers, red nose buyers and laugh-until-you-cry do something to fight through poverty using humour and fun. For communities here in the UK and around the world, get ready to do something fun for money. And you have the option to register now to get involved. Or of course you can just make a donation directly to them. They go into a lot more detail on their website about different fundraising ideas. We did have a crafting book come out, oh, I think it was 2017. If I can find the link for it, because I've got it, it will be up here. It was a book review, and the person that actually wrote it ended up commenting on there that they hadn't managed to do another one, I believe, which was a shame, but that was really cool because it had lots of different crafts in it. But let's get back to it. They ask schools to get involved, and to be honest, my school did when I was at school. It's been going on for that long, but I'm not saying how long, okay? But just know that my high school got involved. And high school over here is from the age of 11 to 16 for my American crazies. And our sweet, our boy is there again this year, right? So Lenny Henry is going to be bringing together some of the favourite comedians for a special stand-up show, a comic relief at the London I can't say it, but basically a place in London on Monday the 26th of February. Get ready for belly aching laughs with live performances from Alicia B and Joe Doman. I'm going to just put their names on screen, okay? I'll let you guys read them out. Okay. Oh, wow. And a comic relief legend himself, Sir. Sorry, darling. Sir Lenny Henry. I can't believe I forgot that you'd actually got your medal and stuff. Okay, I'm talking like he's watching. No chance really, is it? But you can buy tickets at the moment for that show if you're really lucky. I'm not going to say how much they are though, and I'm not going to look because I will get upset that I can't go. Now they also have the Red Nose Day shop as well, so it means that you can order stuff and get it delivered to your home directly from them. There is the Red Noses. There's bound to be a good couple of choices there. Normally they do 6 to 8. It's in a closed bag and you don't know what you're going to get till you open it. It's a mystery nose. And this year they've also got the red nose that grows. Now that is blowing my mind. The 100% compostable red nose wildflower seed bomb that will transform into beautiful wildflowers, bringing fun and joy to your home or garden. Oh my word, that is amazing. We can get them, chuck them and feed the bees. How sweet. Also they have adult clothing as well. Let me see, what else have they got in there? Where's the shop? Okay, I've just seen the noses. They've got some crazy pictures on the front of them and they look like a slightly different style to what we've had in previous years. Okie dokies. The website also tells you about where your money that you're donating goes to and the impact it will have, of course, on families here in the UK and abroad. But I'm not going to go into too much detail on where it all goes, if that makes sense, because there's a lot that it goes to. Where is it? I've lost it already. Amazing Schools. I had their website. I've got their website open. Show me it. Right. Let's just click the buy it now. That's not it. Let's go to all products. Beautiful. Right, so you've got your red noses. They've got packs of noses. Oh, Little People Big Dreams, Lenny Henry Comic Relief. I wonder what that is. I think that might be a book. We've got stickers. We've got the seed things. There is some t-shirts with a Wallace and Gromit on it. And more t-shirts. What is that? Is that another? Yep, so we've got more t-shirts. They've got an adult Morph sweatshirt. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Morph was a character that was in Tony Hart's, what's it called? Tony Hart's, it was a TV programme, and it was an art show for kids back in like the 80s. And Morph was a little plasticine stop character that was filmed with stop-start animation. And he used to get up to some right naughty things. And if it wasn't him, it was his brother or friend that was there, who was a complete nightmare. I used to love that. I used to tune in. Quite a lot of kids would tune in just for the adventures of Morph. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got Chicken Run. This is amazing. They've got so many different things. Shaun the Sheep. I can see why we've got all these cool items. Now the makers of Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep, Mr. Nick Park. I know the name well. I wish I was related, but I'm not. He's the studio of Animation is here in the UK, so they are massive supporters of the Red Nose Day. So I'm super impressed and super proud that they've given the Red Nose Day charity the option to use all these images. Oh, I could have so much fun buying stuff from here. I need to get off very, very quickly off this shop before I empty my account. Okay, it'll be for charity, mate, but I'll not have any money for yarn for the next 6 months. So thank you once again, Sarah, for reminding me the Red Nose Day is coming up soon. I hope everybody's having a good giggle at the photographs that I've evilly put on the screen yet again. And for anybody wondering what my jumper says, it actually says Hook Lover. Now, this pattern was meant to say Book Lover, but as I'm dyslexic, no, I don't like books. So, not in the way that they were doing it. The pattern actually came from a magazine from just over a year and a half ago. It was part of one of their collections, and it was my attempt at making it, but yeah, it didn't go to plan. So I'd extended it for the length and changed the letter around, added a new collar and shorter sleeves as I ran out of this purple yarn. And no, there isn't a pattern available. If I can remember which book magazine it was, of course I will have that linked in the description box down below, where you'll be able to get another copy of it and order it to your house. I'm trying to think who it was. Who is it? No, can't remember. I'll find it, don't worry. Right, that is it for me for today. I'm gonna head off and tackle some more of the monkey. Yeah, it's monkey day today, elephant day tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I've decided. Right, so as I said, I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really, really soon. So please remember, stay chilled, stay happy, and keep crafting. Goodbye, everybody.